So it's the 27th of November, 2024. We're at the Sisters' Land. You can see they're clearing it out. It's just grown over with weeds in the last few months. It's the dry season now, so this will be the last time we clear it for about 6 months. Then it'll be clear because it doesn't rain. Here we have the iron rod, part of the iron rod. That's about 1/5 of the iron rod. We should get the rest of the iron rod this week. There's the beams for the stanchion, for the borehole. Borehole is over there. We're going to put the borehole up probably this week. We should have the stanchion, the tanks up this week. And then you can see there's about 7,000 blocks over there. The dormitories for the girls will be here. The school for the girls is there. And then the convent is going to be along this wall here. So that's where we are. We have all the chippings. We have several loads of sand. We're going to get 15 more loads of sand. The chippings, the iron rod, and the blocks. What we're missing is the doors, roof, and floors and windows. So that'll be the next big expense. So this is how we make cement blocks out here. This is 6-inch cement blocks. You see they're on a piece of wood below, and they're just drying here for the day. Those are dried already. Those were made yesterday. They're putting them on wheelbarrows, putting them over there. They're stacking them. They're putting the cement there. It's very dry cement. There's the sand and cement. There's the sand, sharp sand, and then the cement. Then they bring it over here and they put it inside this machine. That out. And they carry it over there and set it down gently on the ground so it doesn't crack. Some of them are cracked, you see? So some of them crack. So they have to be very careful when they move them. And then they bring more cement over. And that's how a block is made. So it's Friday the 13th, 2024, December. We're out here at the Sisters' Land. You see the boys chopping the palm trees, so they're making firewood. We got a few tippers of sand there. We're going to clean up all the firewood. You've got the 2 welders there. They're building the stanchion for the borehole over there. You see the cement mixer there. There's the flooring, the grating for the stanchion there. These are the legs. And there we have the boys making blocks. So we've got 7,000 blocks over there, and they're making another 7,000 6-inch rather than 9-inch. So they're making that now. And then we have all the chippings here for the floor and the base, and then there's the gates and the iron rod. So we're getting ready. Hopefully in a few more weeks we'll be full bore. We're going to put the convent just there. We're hoping to get that done before school starts, and then we have over there we'll put the school and then the boarding house for the girls there. So that's where we are at the moment. God bless you. So it's the 16th of December, 2024. There's our stanchion for the water, the borehole. So we're going to put 6,000 gallon tanks on top of that. Those tanks, they're that size over there. So 6 of them, 4 on the top and then 2 underneath. They're making the cement for the 6-inch blocks. There's plenty of sand there. There's the chippings, the grating for the floor of the stanchion, the welder, more welders, and then we're cleaning up all the wood. It's going to start the generator for the welder. Up in here. And there he goes. It's the 10th of January 2025. I'm standing on the top of the water tower. It's actually 30 feet high. We have a little tool shed there. We're going to get the lid for it made tomorrow, a tarpaulin top. And that's the premises. So we're ready to start building the convent, the actual building. Going to be just there. That'll be their garden over there. Then we have the girls' school and the dormitory over there. You see, we're still building the blocks. Those are the 6-inch block. Those are the 9-inch block. You still have to make a couple thousand 6-inch block. They make about 300 a day, so it goes quite quickly. We're just cleaning it up now, getting it all prepped, ready to go. So this is how they weld these together. So that hot iron there is a big size and small size, and they stand there and they just push that together. So it's a hot iron, really. It simply melts the pipe, and then they just stick the other pipe in it. It's kind of cool. They don't need any gum, any glue. See, they get it right to the end. They pull it apart. You can see it's steaming, and then they just stick it together. And we pray that that doesn't leak.
It's Saturday, the 1st of February 2025, and I'm standing on top of the stanchion 30 foot high. We just finished the plumbing work this morning. You can see the plumbers over there fixing the taps on the walls. So we dug hole all around the property and then passed pipes so that we can have taps at intervals to water the plants and such. And also we can have tap outside there for the villagers, the townspeople, to fetch water. And this morning we are pumping the water now. That's the sumo head, and there's a generator powering the sumo head. So we are currently pumping into these 4 tanks up here, and from these 4 tanks is going to flow into the 2 tanks down there. And after pumping, we are going to turn on those valves down there. You can see the little red valves down there, and allow the water sit in the hose, in the pipes that run around the property for a whole day to find out if there are any leaks. If there are any, we'll just have to fix them, and if there are none, we'll cover the hose by Monday. And that's where we are. Deo gracias.
So it's the 3rd of February, 2025. Yesterday we came out, we pumped those 4 tanks up on the top full of water. We had to use the sister gen because our gen is just too old, so we'll have to get a new gen for that. But we filled those tanks and then poured that water into the 2 lower tanks. We found out that 2 valves on the 2 lower tanks are leaking, so they have to be replaced. But they put in all the piping all the way around, and so we checked it yesterday, and found out that there wasn't a single leak around the entire premises. That's 14 taps. There's 1 outlet here, 1 outlet here, and 1 outlet here. So this is for the convent, this one's for the school, and that one's for the people. It'll go outside the wall. There'll be 3 taps and a filter outside the wall for the people to come and get water whenever they want. Pure drinking water. The well is just there. It's about 300 feet deep, and it's pumped from there up to the stanchion, and then that's a 30-foot stanchion, and it supplies water all the way around the premises. The convent is going to be just here, and then the school is going to be over there in that corner just behind the truck, and then the boarding house for the girls just there in front of the truck. So that's where we are now. So it's very exciting because we're ready now for the building of the convent. So that's our next project, and that should take place here any day now. So we're very excited. God bless you. It's the 3rd of March, 2025. There's the footprint of the convent there. As you can see, we've cleaned the site up very nicely. There's the sand, the chippings for the floor, the blocks for the walls, all the way over there. That's where the school and the boarding house will be. We've got a little house there for the supplies and such. The canopy over there is with the block maker. We'll put up a couple more canopies for the architect site, and then the workers will have a canopy back there as well, so that they don't have to leave the site. They'll be living here. So we're hoping by September to have the convent completed. So say a few prayers.
Yeah, it's Thursday, the 6th of March, and we are done with the trench and also the column bases. So there are about 1, 2, 4 of them left, and you can see the guys over there digging the remaining 4. There are 51 column bases here on this, and we are currently doing the foundation pegging. So I'm going to go down there now and give you, so you can see the short pieces of wood driven into the ground. Those are the foundation pegs, and these are the foundation, the column bases. You can see So we've gotten the levels for the outer walls of the building, the perimeter walls of the building. There's the differential level 2, the tripod standing over there, and the leveling staff just laying beside it. So what we're going to do is that we're going to fill this extension, the 9 inches extension inside there, with concrete, and then have this mat, this base reinforcement, sit in it, and then we're going to do that for all the 51 of the column bases, and then start the foundation blinding. Yeah, and that's where we are. So by tomorrow we should start pouring the concrete. You can see the 2 mixers over there ready to start working tomorrow, and that's where we are. So we need your prayers. I will keep you updated on the construction process.
Today is the 17th of March 2025. We're at the site. You can see they've moved hundreds, probably thousands of blocks. Yeah, I think it's thousands of blocks here to the site. So from over there to here, got lots of the boys working. And then here you've seen they've laid, there must be 1,000 blocks at least that they've laid. We're up to the floor level. So you can see that's the floor is going to be laid on top of that. And you see we're going to chain, what they call chain, put the iron rod in there, the rebar, all the way around, and then we're going to pour the floor. So we're going to pack it first, of course, fill it in with red sand. It's a hard sand, so it'll pack very well, and then put a chain around it, and then pour the floor on top of that. So the work is going very quickly and very well. I'm pleased with the straightness of it and the order, and it's just wonderful. So by the end of the week, we should be ready for the floor. So it's the Feast of St. Joseph, 2024, and we're out there on the site. You have the waterproof there and the wire mesh there. You've got the cement mixer there, and good old Sunday working, managing the cement machine. The guys with the headbands. We got running water. It's just wonderful. You can see them taking a bath out there with the running water. So it's just wonderful. We got the running water there. It just makes a massive difference. They can take a bath, they can use the toilet, they can mix cement, they don't have to wait on a water tanker. So it's just really a wonderful thing. We got all the blocks here. You can see a guy over there with chippings. He's carrying the chippings on his head. They put the chippings in there. You can see we're pouring what they call the chain. We're chaining the whole complex. There's the architect. We're chaining the whole building around, and then in the middle there and across. So we should get that done today, and then we have to fill in the walls. We'll do that tomorrow, and then by Saturday they want to pour the floor. So they're just going along real quickly. It's really fascinating. It's fantastic. They're doing a great job. We've got a great architect, a great project manager. Things are going really well. We're great, very great.
It's Wednesday, the 26th of March, and we are pouring the damp-proof course of the Convent. You can see here we'll have the damp-proof membrane, the black polythene material you see, to prevent the capillary action, and we'll have the pieces of broken blocks to act as a biscuit to raise the wire mesh. You can see rows of them just down here to raise it from the floor. And also it's just a way to get rid of the broken blocks so that they don't just lay around. So that's where we are. We've used about 40 bags of cement already, and that has covered barely 20% of the total floor area. So we should be expecting to be using up to 200 bags of cement or more, 250. And that's where we are. We're using, you see the concrete mixer, see that one over there and the other one over there. The third one has bad tires, so we're going to get that fixed and then start running it again. So we'll mix the concrete here and have the guys carry it to wheelbarrow and then go all that distance up to there. We'll have 2 men helping us to get the floor level. And we'll have about 15 boys or more working in the site. So the parish boys come out to do this work, and they are very happy doing it. No gracias. So we ask for your prayers while we keep you updated on the different stages of the construction. Thank you. It's Friday the 28th of March 2025, and we're concluding the pouring of the damp-proof course today. So we started pouring the damp-proof course on Wednesday the 26th of March, and we did that first piece there, that one there. And then yesterday the 27th we did that, the second piece. And today we're doing the last piece. You can see the little portion remaining there. That's the messing guy getting the floor level. They are doing really an incredible job. and it's really impressive because today we've done like 45% of the whole floor, whereas the previous 2 days we did only 55%. So it's really impressive. The guy are really working hard, and you can see them there. You can see the guy dropping the chippings there. You load it from there and then get the sand from there, mix it there, and then carry with the wheelbarrow all the way through that distance onto the floor. So it's really impressive. It's about 5:45 p.m. and you can see the guy there washing up the tools because we are rounding up, and then they are mixing the last round. Yeah, you have some of the guys working at the sites, and you know, yeah, so everything is really going well. It's really going fine. So hope tomorrow to start forming all the rooms, to start doing the forming, to form all the rooms and all the partition walls and such. Yeah, and that's where we are. Yeah, so it's Monday the 7th of April 2025, and we are doing the preliminary electrical works for the building and also carpentry work as well. So you can see the iron bender has put the extensions up and then have the beam set up, the beam reinforcement set up, and we're installing the knockout boxes for the electrical works. So you can see that 3x6 box for two-way sockets, and we pass the pipe through the wall so that we don't have to break the wall. So pass it from the top, you can see there, through the wall down there, and then get it there. And we're going to do that for all the spaces. You can see the hole there, you can see that there for the switches. So we'll do that for all the spaces in the building. So I'm currently in the lobby, and this is the refectory. You can see the guys there, electricians, getting the hose opened so that we can pass the pipes and then, yeah, make the work easier. There is the little carpenter boy making the bottom of the lintel for the doors and windows, and there's the chief electrician there, Victor, marking the positions of the switches and sockets. And that's where we are. There, gracias. Hopefully by Wednesday we should be done passing the pipes, and then we complete the boarding of the columns and beams, and then start casting by Friday, hopefully. Yeah, there, gracias. That's all. So it's Easter Monday, the 21st of April 2025, and we are doing the form work for the slab, the decking of the clausura. So we started this today. Actually, there were about 7 to 8 carpenters on site doing this, and they've done like more than 40% of the job. So I mean, there are still the beams to cover and the thickness of the slab to be raised, and so this is just like 40% of what they need to do. The staircase is not done yet and all that. Yeah, but they've done a lot of work today. It's a really huge improvement. Yeah, so that's all. By tomorrow, by the end of this week, they should be done with all this, and then the iron bender start his work, the electrician, and then we cast. Yeah, so that's all. So it's Saturday the 26th of April 2025, and we are out at the site. It just rained, so you can see some of the places are flooded. We're going to do the final leveling once we are done building the clausura. That's one of the mixers here, and we are currently doing the iron bending work, so the reinforcement of the slab. And this is the inclined scaffolding through which we climb up to the first floor, since we don't have the staircase casted. So I'm just going up there now where the iron benders are working. So you see here, we finished the first half and they are doing the second half. Just the hole there is the staircase. So it's yet to be reinforced and casted. Yeah, you can see that. You can see the extension where they will join it to the slab, and there is a dropping beam here where the staircase will anchor, just here. Yeah, and that's where we are. So hopefully by today, this evening, we should finish the whole of this, and then on Monday we'll reinforce the staircase and then do the form work for the risers, the carpentry work for the risers. Yeah, there should be 23 risers up to here. You can see we've done the waterproof tanking very nicely, the black nylon. So we cut it to the size of each room and then staple it around, just around each room, and we'll do that for every of the rooms. Yeah, and then the holes between the planks will cover with cement bag before we put on the waterproof tanking. So by Monday the electrician should start connecting the pipes and the wirings, and yeah, just the preliminary works. Yeah, and so that's this is the end of the 8th week into the construction, the 48th day of the construction, and we've gone this far. So by next week Wednesday we should be pouring concrete on the slab, and then after that we'll start raising the next wall. So by August the sisters should be living here already, hopefully. Yeah, that's all. Deo gracias. Yeah, so it's Tuesday, the 29th of April 2025, and we are out at the site. There are just all kind of things going on here. We're getting more trips of sand here because we need to make 1,500 more blocks. There's the machine there, so the mold is at the welder's place, so we want to fix it up and then start making the blocks here. It's that on weld we use for little weldings that we have to do at the site. And just over there we're doing the reinforcement for the slab and also the electrical works. So you can see Martin's one of the electricians coming down the flight, the inclined scaffolding. And there's Victor doing the electrical works too. So they've completed the electrical works for the first half, this half, from the staircase to this part, the aspirant and postulant bedrooms there. And so tomorrow we'll start casting from there. And here we are doing the formwork for the risers, so we're concluding the forming already. So he's making the last 3 risers there. And we've got it from down there up to this place, right? And here we'll have the plumbing pipe. We've passed for the wash hand basins and the toilets, so we'll have it on the both sides, on the both ends, one there and one here. So we'll have 3 toilets and 4 showers on each end, and also 4 wash basins on each end. And down there you can see we are doing the casting for the soakaway pits there. That's one over there, and there is another one on the other side just here. So we'll have the casting of the second pit completed. Yeah, and that's where we are. So by tomorrow we should start pouring this part where we'll finish the electrical works and every other thing. And that's where we are. Deo gracias.